Black people are only 13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders. Why?
Because
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year.
So I want to talk about this from a spiritual point of view. And so for one thing, the words that come out of our mouth is very important. For another thing, we're in the age of exposure. We're in the age of exposure, and part of that is the veil has been lifted. So when you speak things, karma comes quickly. Okay? So we all have to be careful about what we say. You know, even in times when we're heated, when we're having arguments with our loved ones, watch what you say. Because these things come so quickly, and you can't even take it back. That's how fast it's happening. Now, he was talking to a whole group of people. What we say, and this, I just want to use this as a lesson. What we say, what we broadcast is very important. He said that he really called death onto himself. Now, he thought, I'm pretty sure he thought when he was saying those words that it was going to be somebody else's child. It was going to be somebody else's husband. It wasn't going to be him. It was going to be a different 31-year-old. But guess who it was? It was the one who spoke the words out of their mouth. The second thing about this is part of exposure. These people think that they're just saying what they want to say, but spirit is in them. Spirit is working against them. This is how he's working against them without a bomb, without blowing up anybody. They're blowing up themselves. That's all I really want us to see, is that Spirit said it doesn't take any bombs to blow up this shit show, and he's showing us every day. I don't want us to miss how we're winning. We are winning. This is a win. A win is a win.
The saying says that you always reap what you sow. You know, sometimes people do make videos. They say words in their videos thinking that people are always going to forget what they say. This is the same thing that is literally happening to the late Charlie Kirk. Now, apparently, I think in the morning I uploaded a video from different creators who are literally crashing out, crying, and they're like, nobody should wish or should celebrate about the death of this man. But again, I've also come across videos specifically from Black people. They are really not celebrating, but they are like, this man, I think, really deserved his death because he has been a white supremacist. He has been a racist man. You know, he has always been looking at Black people like they are worthless, you know. Now, before I start reacting or saying anything, guys, let us first watch these clips from Black creators and hear their opinions, and I hope you can also go ahead and share your opinion down in the commentary.
Which is responsible for Charlie Kirk's death today? 2 days ago, a website called Jezebel ran a story with the headline, "We paid Etsy witches to curse Charlie Kirk." After Kirk was shot and killed today at the event in Utah, Jezebel added a note at the top of their article condemning the shooting, saying, "This story was published on September 8th. Jezebel condemns the shooting of Charlie Kirk in the strongest possible terms. We do not endorse, encourage, or excuse political violence of any kind." The article was also updated since its original publication on the 8th by Jezebel. The president of Pace Media Group, which owns Jezebel, said the article was a tongue-in-cheek exploration of people selling hexes on Etsy and intended as a satirical response to Charlie Kirk's rhetoric over the years. The writer was very clear that she did not want real harm to come to Kirk. What happened today is tragic and becoming all too commonplace, and we condemn this awful act of violence. The article the Jezebel writer explains is how she contacted self-advertised witches. Once again, she contacted witches to perform hexes on Kirk. She said, "I want to make it clear, I'm not calling on dark forces to cause him harm. I just want him to wake up every morning with an inexplicable zit. I want his podcast microphone to malfunction every time he hits record, to ruin his day with the collective feminist power of the Etsy coven would be my life's greatest joy." The Jezebel author writes that she paid 3 witches she contacted on Etsy to cast spells on Kirk, including make everyone hate him and a powerful hex spell. One of the witches sent the author her proof of cast, a photograph in flames, the edges slowly curving inward, engulfing Charlie's ridiculous scrunched up little face. She whispered, bruh. All I'm saying is, you put out this article 2 days before this man met his demise, and you paid witches to do a hex. They sent you proof of the hex. And in this world we live in, with everything we got going on, you trusted some Etsy witches. I'm not laughing. This is not funny. But Etsy witches. I've seen it all. This is my last update on Charlie Kirk today. I'm going to bed. Etsy.
The witch who cursed Charlie Kirk put her shop on a break. This shop is taking a short break. Girl, this is your most lucrative time. You could have been getting run up a bag. Run it up.
I want to know who the witches are. I want to know. And how much did y'all pay these witches, and can I get in contact with them? Because this shit, y'all rates about to go up, baby. Every witch on this app, on X, in real life, y'all need to boost y'all rates right now. But those particular Jezebel, I got some stuff I need to work out, and I feel like they got the power. You mean to tell me this is not funny? Somebody put that juju on him. Somebody put that juju on him. Y'all. I want to know who the fuck they are. Just DM me. Just DM me right now, because y'all, it only took a couple of days. It only took a couple of days for y'all to achieve this. What did y'all, I need to know the method. Just the method. I know I can't practice, but I can hire, right?
We don't serve the same God. You don't serve the same God as me. Anytime you can get online and celebrate the death of a man who gave his unsolicited opinion just like you do.
Oh, girl, shut up. Please shut up. Y'all get on here and try to be the most holier than thou people ever. This was a man who publicly stated that execution should be public and we should bring them back. This was a man who addressed black people as the blacks. This was a man who said black women have a low brain power percentage. Shut the fuck up. Like, y'all want to be on here and so holy and so we don't serve the same God. Oh, so you've never sinned? All of us are imperfect. All of us are not perfect. That was a husband. That was a father. That was also a racist. That was also a terrorist. Somebody who advocated for terrorism. That was also a white cultist. Don't nobody give a fuck Charlie Kirk dying? You think when he turned on the news, or you think when white people turn on the news, they give a fuck black boy or a black girl in the street laid the fuck out? No, they don't. So stop trying to gain sympathy from these people. Motherfuckers like you piss me the fuck off. And I genuinely don't target any black girl on this app, but that shit pissed me off. Shut up. He doesn't give a fuck about that video because he can't see it. And on top of that, what do you gain? What you want, white sympathy from that fuck yo? I'm not promoting hate, but I'm calling a spade a spade. He died for what he believed in. And when you walk in the steps of a politician, you walk a walk. Like, nigga, you literally have to get protected by the Secret Service as a fucking politician, because your words might offend or like piss them off or a whole group of people. Yet this was a man who endorsed the president when the president was endorsed by the KKK. Shut the fuck up and stop making videos.
TikTok family, know the guy checking in. All right. I can't believe. See, that's why I be on black people ass so much. I can't believe how y'all fools out here acting over Charlie Sheen's death. This white boy Sheen gonna die. Who? Charlie Sheen, Charlie Murphy. Charlie, I don't give a damn. I can't believe y'all out here acting like y'all sad over these crackers' death. To Charlie Sheen's family, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, condolences go out, because at the end of the day, shut that shit up. That's what, my message to Charlie Sheen's family is, fuck all what they saying. Let me speak for the so-called black community. We don't give a fuck. That's what he get. Yeah. You remember when he got on TV right before that and said about George Floyd, when they asked that cracker on that live TV? They said, he said, no, the officers wasn't wrong. George Floyd didn't die from the knee to his neck. He died from an overdose of drugs. Y'all forgot when that white boy said that, huh? Huh? Yeah. And guess what? The bitch got shot in his neck. Yeah. So, yeah, pass this to his family and make sure you know, let them know that that's what the bitch did. Yeah. That's how y'all supposed to be talking to them on this internet. Not, I can't believe they just did that to Charlie Sheen. And man, shut up. When our people die, y'all niggas forget about that shit 20 minutes later. Talking about some Charlie Brown and all these motherfuckers when they die. So what? He got shot in his neck. George Floyd up there. I'm sorry, these dumb people got me saying up. It ain't no up. George Floyd's his spirit somewhere. Now he rested in peace.
The same people that want sympathy for Charlie Kirk's death are also the same people that mock George Floyd to this day. So please spare me with that bullshit. The days of you wishing me the worst while I still give you sympathy and empathy is over. All these people like Dean crying and, oh, I'm sorry, violence isn't the answer. Y'all ain't really about shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm about matching energy. And these people, if the roles are reversed, they would be laughing at you. They would be mocking you. They would be making a meme of you. And what are you doing? You're crying and giving them fucking sympathy? George Floyd has been gone for over 5 years, and they still bring up this man to this day. And they now want to say, why are you speaking on the dead? Then why the fuck are you speaking on George Floyd? It's because they don't fucking respect us, but they want us to respect them. And I'm way beyond that bullshit. I'm way past it. I'm not doing it anymore. So if you're one of those people that are condemning people for not having any sympathy, you've come to the wrong account, because I ain't giving none.
Charlie Kirk just got his ass fucking blasted. Saw that one coming, bro. This is the problem. This is the problem with America, like I just said in my last video, bro. You got these people that consistently go around preaching hate, talking about race, talking about racism, pulling up these fake ass statistics, bro. All this shit is propaganda, and if people don't see through it, then you're just an idiot. Because like I say, only clowns believe in the fucking circus. And unfortunately, Charlie was going around talking all this shit with all these fake statistics, because we know why black people have a higher crime rate than white people. We know their neighborhoods are overly policed, unlike white neighborhoods. We know that white people who commit violence and crime have the money for lawyers and all these other things to get out of those situations. I went to school with someone in high school who beat the fucking dog shit out of another white kid with a fucking crowbar, but his parents had money and he got out of it. That didn't go in the crime statistics. And that's why I'm saying these statistics are fucking bullshit. I took college stats in college, and it is so easy to manipulate this shit. And he goes around and uses that as his foundation to talk shit about black people, to talk shit about Mexicans, to talk shit about minorities. And all you're doing is preaching fucking hate, getting people riled up, getting people anxious, getting people on edge, and it fucking backfired on you. So this was your own fault, and you have no one to blame but your fucking self.
I can't have empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk. First of all, Charlie Kirk don't believe in empathy. He said it's a bad thing. He said it's some new age made up. He also said people got to be sacrificed in order to protect guns. If he was saying that while fighting for reparations, I may have a little bit of empathy. But this white on white violence, he died? Damn, B. Life comes at you fast.
He's dead. The man is fucking dead. At the end of the day, it's time for everybody to get over it, because he himself stated out of his own mouth, he doesn't believe in empathy. He doesn't care for sympathy or whatever. So why the fuck is this government and the news media coverage giving him that? Why are we giving him all of this airtime? Was it good that he got assassinated? No. Does the perpetrator deserve to face the consequences behind his actions? Yes. But at the end of the day, this man was not a good fucking man. Charlie Kirk was a racist, small-minded, pretentious, condescending prick that literally died behind the very harmful rhetoric that he spewed. So rest in pieces. I don't know. And I'm not speaking from a place where I wish death on anybody, but when you are a person that has the influence of influencing the American people, the American youth, and you're choosing to spew harmful rhetoric, you got to be taken out. And at the end of the day, that's what fucking happened. But my problem is now the government is using this moment as a distracting mechanism. Like every fucking channel is talking about this man as if we really think that he was a good person. At the end of the day, yes, you guys have a job to do. Go and find the fucking perpetrator. And that's the only thing that you need to be doing. That's the only update that we need to be hearing about this fucking case. I don't give a damn about this man's backstory. I don't give a damn about none of that because all of that fucking energy could be used on reporting actual fucking news to the American people. Like what the fuck happened in Colorado with that school shooting, which was the same exact fucking time as this man getting assassinated. 3 children are injured. Why the fuck aren't we hearing about that? Sorry, correction. 2 students are injured and 1 is dead. 1 person is dead. Why the fuck isn't the news covering that? Why isn't that on the news? I don't care about Charlie Kirk. I don't give a damn. Or why aren't you reporting that CBS literally just announced that the consumer price index rose 2.9% in August, meaning everything is getting fucking expensive in this fucking country. Okay? Every fucking thing, groceries, furniture, everything. Why aren't you talking about that? That we're literally dealing with inflation, that a lot of the American citizens are scared of the economy collapsing. And I'm not talking on my ass. Inflation is creeping higher with some Americans saying that they're squeezed and it's really fucking challenging. Yeah. Here's another article, CPI, which stands for Consumer Price Index. It rose in August and it keeps on going up. It keeps on going up. Why aren't we talking about this? Why aren't you informing the American people about this? CBS News even took a poll. They took a poll asking Americans what do they believe or think is the condition of the American economy, the U.S. economy. 55% believe that it's bad. It's bad, okay? And that number is going to continue to go up as long as everything else is going up. And it's all because of fucking Trump and his fucking tariffs. Why aren't we talking about that? And last but not fucking least, the Epstein files. Release the fucking files, Trump. Release the fucking files, Donald. I know that you're in there. I know that a lot of your buddies are in there. Release the fucking files. You think that this whole death with this man is supposed to distract everybody else from what the fuck is actually going on in this country? Like, how dumb do you think some of us are? I understand that you believe a lot of them are dumb. I get it. And you use that against them. You use their ignorance against them. That's them, though. That's them, though. And if you don't want what happened yesterday with your politicians and your activists, your conservative activists to continue to happen in this country, you better give us some fucking answers. Because that's what we care about. I don't care about this man, this racist ass man. Rest, like I said, God will deal with his fucking soul. Okay? To be honest, the only people that I care about as far as his family is the little girls. I don't give a damn about his wife. She knew who the fuck she married. It's them 2 little kids, because at the end of the day, they're still innocent enough. They're still young enough to be innocent. Until they decide to grow up and spew the same bullshit that their parents were spewing, I'm gonna give them grace, okay? But everybody else in his family, I don't give a damn. They knew what the fuck that man was doing. Hell, he literally got shot speaking condescendingly on gun matters, like gun related matters. They literally were asking him, how many deaths do you think or how many gun violence acts happen in America? And he condescendingly picks up the mic and goes, we're not including gang violence, right? We're not including gang violence, right? Not including, and the shit hit his fucking bulletproof vest, ricocheted right into his neck. God has a plan for everything. Okay? We may not agree on how he decides to take out certain things or handle it, but that's the way that he decided to handle it. That was his journey. He made his bed. He lied in it now. Okay? They can go through with their funeral plans, all of that, but that doesn't need to be on the fucking news. I don't care. And a lot of people don't care. Okay? We don't care. What we care about is what the fuck is going on with the state of this economy. We care about our fucking rights. We care about our benefits being taken away. Okay, we care about the consumer index price rising on us, inflation kicking our fucking ass. All right, our paycheck not even being enough to even make it through the week. Okay, and the fucking Epstein files. We want all of these fucking perverted, corrupted politician, rich billionaire, all of them, they need to be fucking exposed. We need them out. Release the fucking files. Stop thinking that anybody's dumb with this little distraction tactic.
I want to be very clear. I do not show empathy for someone who asked us to not show empathy for others, who's shown no empathy for others, who in fact was quoted saying that he believed empathy was a new age term, weakening America. He also said that Islam was slitting the throat of Americans. I'm not going to show empathy for that at all. That man has made me afraid to wear my hijab, and I shouldn't be afraid. I shouldn't be nervous. That man has made me afraid being who I am and blamed others for the problems that are happening in America. No, I will not show empathy. I feel sorry for his kids, absolutely. But if you guys thought that video was bad of his death, gosh, I'm so glad they do not release the videos of the school shootings. Thank goodness. That's the real outrage. Assassinations are not new because it happened to someone you liked. Now sit and ask yourself, what are we going to do about gun violence?
Who in tarnation is Charlie Kirk to have the American flag flown at half-mast until Sunday? Folks, I tried to be nice and I tried to come at this as civil as possible. But where was this energy just a few weeks back when children were mowed down in a Catholic school in Minnesota and parents had to run down the street barefooted to rescue their child from a madman armed with a gun? Where was that energy today when there was a man in Colorado mowing down students? Where was that energy in Donald Trump's first administration when there was a mass shooter in Florida? Where was that energy when those tragedies happened? Why wasn't the flag lowered to half-mast for those tragedies? But you will lower it for a man who, as far as I'm concerned, gave validity to the very thing that has caused his demise, saying that we must accept a degree of gun deaths in the U.S. to maintain our Second Amendment right. As far as I'm concerned, he spoke his own death into existence. This is asinine.
People keep doing things thinking people will forget about what they did, not knowing every time you say something or you do anything, it remains on the internet. Now see, this guy has died, but the things that he did, the words that he said about Black people, they are surfacing again. So at this point, I think the heavens or the ancestors of Black people have really answered their prayers, because this is the man who has been very racist, who has been not dealing with the Black community as at any point. These are the people who are literally supporting white supremacy. So I also don't see any reason why any Black person, mostly those ones in America, why they have to literally come out and start sobbing, crying and sympathizing with a person who didn't like them, As from one of the video that we watched, somebody said, let us call a spade a spade. I personally, honestly, I am not from America, and maybe I wouldn't have the kind of anger that Black Americans are having in their hearts. Like a normal person, maybe you might not understand how they feel because you don't stay in America. You don't know how things move in America. You don't understand it. You get it? So if you land on some of these videos, you might be like, these people are so cold-hearted. And mind you, we also have the palm-colored people who are literally jubilating and celebrating about the death of this man. Now, this is not even about Black people anymore, because yes, I've not put the videos of the white people who are literally saying he really deserved to die, because we were looking at having the side of only the Black people. But I've also come across videos of white people, Mexicanos, Asians, who are like, this guy, really, him dying, it's a good thing. And besides, I'm also hearing the person that who assassinated this guy was a white old man. Others are saying he's a teenager, but as long as he's white, meaning this guy has not been only attacking black people, but also different races. So of course, if you are into the limelight and you're into politics, just know, as people are gonna hate you. That is, of course, that is so obvious. So that is why one of the creators say that why did he stand there just alone? I don't know. I still don't think like puping someone is a good thing. Maybe they would have fought and maybe he dies like that. To be honest, that video is so traumatizing. That video is just, I know there are a bunch of things that are literally happening in the world, the children who are dying in schools, but because right now this is what is trending and this is what people are literally focusing on, yes, that is true. That video was really traumatizing watching it. Now, yeah, I don't know what you guys think about these videos. I guess I have brought them for you guys, and let me know what you think down in the commentary. I guess I should stop here before I get eaten down in the commentary.